Bouncy, bouncy. Oh, good times. Man. It's been a busy day. It's been a busy day, or at least a busy afternoon. But, yeah, here I am. Here we go. Let's get stuck in. Uh, number one. Number one thing to do. Oh, yeah, let's reset Mixer first. Let's do that. I want to record some nature noises. Hey, Chris. What kind of nature noises? I don't know yet. Sure, something. So I'm just firing up YouTube here, and I'm just gonna steal it from something. Um, Nature sounds. Relaxing waterfall, birds singing, rain. See, rain is not a good thing, right? Because rain is just going to be like just white noise, right? This might be good though. Yeah. Let's just record that. Man, that would be such a fun job, wouldn't it? To be a Foley artist. Just be like, let's go to the store today and murder some produce for movies. Like, that would just be awesome. Like, have yourself some dank microphones and a lot of drop cloths. 55 gallon drum full of Mr. Clean or, Pine Sol. Come on, yeah, you got to admit it'd be a cool job. I wonder if that's more of a thing anymore. Like, do they still? I mean, I'm sure they do. I'm sure there are some, but is it called for less? Because there are so many just open, available sound effects floating out there in the world. Um, yeah, let's hook up some. What are those called? You know, outputs. I'm debating. Should that get its own effect? It might be kind of cool if we went through like clouds or the aurora. Clouds would be neat. Clouds would actually be really neat with that particular kind of sound where it's like kind of on and off. So maybe like freezing it at certain points. That would be kind of cool. That might be pretty neat. Jason, what's happening? I got the shout out. I have been attending to my disc dying site like all afternoon and did a couple of discs today too. Man, that took a long time. I'm kind of proud of this one though. I haven't even shared it yet. This is a there. That is all. That's all hand dyed. So using denatured alcohol dyes, just on a cotton ball, and because of that, it's denatured alcohol. It like takes slower, so you can do these like gradient designs where it kind of fades from one color to the next, and it's really 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 neat. And yeah, that was the first time I've ever done anything like that, and frankly, it came out well. I've done it on rims, like the edges of discs. I've done that a few times, and it's just cool. It's just like a cool look, cool effect. So very happy with how that came out today. What's going on here? We got nothing. We got no input sound. Which means, is it even outputting, like, anything? Is it doing anything at all? I don't think it recorded anything. I think I sent it nothing. I had a feeling that that was going to happen. There's some kind of a thing I've got. Yeah. Is it the volume control? No, the volume is turned up. In fact, the volume is turned up really, really high. Very, very unusual. Alright. See, this is the part of the design that I dislike. The fact that you have to... Essentially, you can't have a cable connected to the input to turn up or down the input volume. That's sort of dumb. Okay, so what am I dealing with here? Well, first of all, get on... okay, it's on E. We can just put it on master, and then I'll just turn the monitors on temporarily while it plays. So this should be recording, I would think. Let's test it out. Let's see, nothing. Oh, I did it again. God damn it. Hey, Diggs. There we go. All right, first of all, let's just make it 100% dry, and then think about light. This is where my brain is at today. Going weird with it, you know? And then let's give it a tiny, tiny little bit of speed modulation. Just a little tiny bit. Dude, that's super fucking eerie. I love it. So like the really, really slow sloths, say that 5 times fast. Really, really slow sloths, really, really slow sloths. I watched a video about the sloths again, and I need to watch it again because I completely forgot. The point of it was that the X, Y, and Z. Okay, the X and the Y, they have different voltage ranges in all of the sloths. This is going to be really, really tiny. Attenuate the hell out of it. tonight's going to be an uber spacey kind of a thing here. Okay, first of all, actually, I want this dry again. Let's think about reverb. Dude, that is the weird thing. That is awesomely cool. Oh, the speed stopped. Sloths. So, yeah. Sometimes you'll have that. Little hard to adjust my reverb when there's no sound playing. It's pretty good. It's nice and clear. All right, number one. Let's get a clock going here. This I just took off of YouTube. 4K Deep Forest, 8 hours. No loop. Bird song. Robin and blackbird singing. Relaxing nature ambience. Honestly, I am remiss on fully learning the Baobob yet. I don't know all of its ins and outs. But this is the main reason I wanted it. Was to add ferocious loops of feedback in, no, just kidding. Was to add audio. To use this for like weird soundscapes and background things and spacey textures and shit. Like that's kind of where I'm coming from. And you know, I had this idea for an interesting drone, bass drone kind of thing. More of like how to use the melodizer in this thing. Okay, so like, okay, let's say I'm using the melodizer with, or I'm using like the vector with a bass drone. What I'll do is I'll put like the relevant notes of the scale that I want it to play, right? So in this case, I'm doing C, E flat, G, and A flat. So that was horrible. Anyways, so what I would do is change the probability of a lot of those notes so that they would play, you know, the alternate, the unusual notes less often, essentially. Right? And I feel like you could do the exact same thing in the melodizer just by using probabilities and then turning off dice mode. So it's got some funky features. So you've got a chance for legato, number one. And then you have longer and shorter rhythm variations. All right, so I'm not going to have rest on at all. Where's the goddamn werewolf coming from? Okay. Birds, chill. Birds, chill. I just don't like that sound all that much. It's just kind of like meh. All right, let's use let's use... Alright, number one, we don't have to have a stereo bass. Although, if I was going to do it, I would run it through stereo chorus instead, and that would actually be kind of cool. Let's instead run this through the 860. So we'll do a sawtooth, and we'll do a sub square. So the sawtooth there, the sub-square on that one. Oh, I wish those input levels were CV addressable, but they aren't. Whoa. Yeah, it's too low. Hey. Oh, that one's actually already tuned low. Alright, so, like, we've got that, and that's the sub. Okay, that's right. Okay, now we just run a gate out, and we just chuck that into a slow-moving envelope here for our base envelope. Right. We run that bad boy right into that dang old filter. Yeah. Actually, I've decided instead to run it into a VCA, and not into a filter. We'll do something with a filter. Into numero uno. There you go. Whoa, hello, Jiminy Christmas. Dude, why are you so loud? There it goes. Put it on a linear response. Probably works better. Yes, right now this is on whole note. Let's take one of the slower sloths. We'll run it into FM of the frequency filter here. Just give us a little gentle swell. That's pretty swell. I sure do want to chorus that. So let's do that. Do-do-do-do. Yeah. Right now it's on the I believe it's the 909 clap emulation. All right, let's see if this does it. Nah, you know what? I need to use an actual ADSR for this, which is nice because I've got one sitting like right there. So, because it's putting out legato notes, so it's connecting multiple notes together, right? So we need like a slow envelope, slow attack time, slow release, sustain all the way up. Let's hear how that sounds over time. Okay, well that release time is really, really too short. Okay, so we got a bass, and that's going to be adjusted some more because it's not perfect. I have actually. I was just thinking of using that right now, actually. So we're going to go to two places with this. This is the second melodizer. Or we aren't because our cable isn't long enough. So let's fix that. Wait, custom DX7 patches? No, I have not. Only the regular load that it comes with, the update. Okay. So I want to do a couple things here with this. All right, this has got to get silent right now. Okay. So we're going to put this guy on 8th note. We're going to shut off. And we're going to use like the same probability on this one. But with no legato and just 8th note, happy 8th note pulses going on. So the first thing is gonna be, we'll use Platts as like kind of a secondary voice along with the chainsaw. All right, so, and actually I'm gonna go into those FM presets here. Does that sound right? Okay, I'm going to use a splitter cable on the gate out also. One of those is going to the trigger, and one of those is going to... That's kind of what I was looking for. Some little pluck here. Okay. But, here's the thing, right? First thing we're going to do is take a stereo out from the chainsaw, which is also playing right now, with the same exact notes. We'll go go into the neutron filter. And then we'll... you know what? I'm just gonna run... I'm gonna run a mono channel for this. And that's okay. There. Okay, but we need to sample that. R-bar it up. Let's R-bar this sucker up. Yeah. I'll tell you, something else I'm kind of interested in right now is just plugging in my little stereo mixer here immediately into a stereo channel. Because we're going to need a few things in here. I think there are some mandatory things going down, right? Like, let's see, let's make that number 2, and we'll make this channel 1. All right, so then both of those guys are coming in on this. Yeah. The problem is they shouldn't be. And then actually, now, because I'm using that sub mixer, I can run this thing stereo. You don't need to for the R-bar because it only has a mono input. But now we can actually hook it up stereo, official. All right, thanks for coming by, man. Take it easy. There's the super warm chorus. Okay. Yep. By gum, we found it. Plenty of level, plenty of overdrive coming from that 860. That's a good time. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what we need. You know what we need. You know what we need. We need those birds to shut the hell up already. No, yes, but no, that's not what I was going for. What we need is some. We need some radio voices. I need to finish hooking up the R-bar like a ADHD boy over here. Look, shiny object. Okay. Popple filter. He can do it. Popple filter is nice. Hey, Ashley, thanks. We like the popple filter. Yeah. So there's this. I like the idea, by the way. I'm intrigued by this idea of putting my lead sounds in the submixer because it gives us this great potential for just like crazy overdrive. And like not that much more gain. Even with that, like, mad amount of, well, and then we can just soft clip it. So, yeah, that makes it even nicer, because it's going to put some nice compression. It's gorgeous. It's not quiet. It's not quiet at all. So, anyways, where was I? R-bar. That's where we were. We were at the R-bar. And then nothing was happening because the cutoff frequency was down all the way. Bro? Oh, not plugged in all the way. Helpful to do that. Alright. Okay, that's all fine and dandy, except when we turn it into just the send from the reverb. Wet only. And then we amp up the resonance. A little bit hot. I don't want it to clip. No, idea. Better idea. Let's run it through Zagreb filter. Bandpass, though. Because of the wonderful things he does. We're off to use the Zagreb with the wonderful Zagreb of Xayak. Dude, that's the best thing ever, is watching people review Chaos Devices modules and try to find out what they call the company. It's one of the humorous parts of modular culture. Yeah, let's go with that. Nobody knows how to pronounce that name. And I think that's kind of hilarious. So this is the Zagreb filter. And I'm using it in bandpass mode. And because it sounds incredible. This is a 12 dB high pass and low pass. Kind of like a wimpy MS-20. Now what it doesn't have is a devoted like drive control, unfortunately. But you know, it does have a stereo spread input, and I'm kind of curious what that sounds like, because I've never used it before. Thing is, the R-bar is automatically doing like tons of stereo spread. Speaking of which, we need to throw some actual stereo, like some movement here, onto their playback head and do things with it. Naughty things, terrible things, oh yes. In fact, let's now let's use stochastic function generator. A nice happy envelope, or an LFO on slow mode here. Slow mode, loop. And we're going to crank up the rise and fall times here, max. Like, you know, like pretty big and stuff. Pretty big. Amplitude offset down, though. There. And then we just kind of actually turn down the amplitude. Offset's fine and dandy. Just less of an amplitude. Or we do like more, see, this is more high-pass dominant, and then this one's more low-pass dominant. So this is a low-pass 6, high-pass 18, I think. And that's pretty nice. So we just kind of find the middle point here. And then we let our cycling envelope buddy here do its thing. So then we get this just scintillating moving texture. It's very scintillating, yes. And then we put it through a gob of delay. No, you know what? I'd like to get a little bit more level out of this thing. That is a nice filter and all. It does the thing. It does the job well. But, go. I don't notice the stereo spread thing really doing anything, to be honest. But I think, honestly, it's just because of the R-bar. Like, that is a purely stereo source. Like, all the grains are randomly panning. So, what up, Nick? What's shaking? Oh, you see, there we go. It's so much hotter signal because it's got an input gain, and you can actually pump it pretty good too. So you can get some nice distortion going from this thing. It's pretty dope. I like this filter a lot. No resonance. That's a bit much there, ain't it? That smooth morph from high pass to low pass is just pretty great. In fact, to be completely honest, that's what we should do. We should put that into the cutoff frequency and just let it track through the full range. Okay. One final step. Purple cable. Go into purple module. The fates have decreed it so. Make it so, number one. Number one, I order you to take a number two. Oh yeah, there we go. Your reverb was inferior before. Now, it is rich and full of life. Okay, so we got that. We got our dueling leads. We got our blackbird singing in the dead of night. Speed that tape down and turn it to a demon. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to steal my soul. Blackbird demons. There they are. There they are. They're coming. They're coming for you, Margaret. They're coming to get you, Margaret. Voices. Voices that possess me. Little Dream Theater action there for you. That's right. That's right. What can we put this in to... Oh, man, I kind of fucked up my ability to do this. Actually, no, we haven't at all. I don't know what I'm talking about, because here, right?
In her opinion, in populous times is always good for a laugh. But America wasn't in a funny mood that day, and Charles didn't have a sense of humor anyway.
We're gonna overdub that shit. Pros and cons of the Aurora. Okay, that's enough. This is all we need. We don't need anything more than that. Just need a little taste. Okay, so the Aurora, when I first got the Aurora, I don't know if you remember, I was thoroughly unimpressed. I thought it made everything sound like really shitty YouTube compression. And, I mean, like, you know, if, like, lo-fi is your thing, then do that. That's cool. But there's a completely different firmware that you can stick on it, which is what I did. And I forget the name of it. It's a different type. It's not a fast Fourier transform reverb like it was before. It turns it into something else. Okay? So before it was doing a Fourier transform, which, you know, breaks things down into fundamental harmonics like instantaneously and stuff, right? And that's where it was getting like the harmonic information and stuff. So automatically you're basically dealing with a signal that's going to basically kind of be bit crushed. All right. So it has a really distinctive sound to it, and I hated it. But yeah, since I put the firmware on here, which was very easy. In fact, I believe, yeah, you just stick it on the flash drive. Brilliant. Front panel flash drive. You just throw the new firmware on there and then boot it up and done. And now the lights are purple and yellow. But the type of reverb is completely different. So it sounds... It's so much more usable now. Like, it's kind of almost that supermassive, gigantic thing. Yeah, I can sing. I'm a choir teacher. If I can't sing by now, that'd be bad. That was a delicious vape. I would like a random gate, please. I've got it. I've got it. I've got it. Guess what I've got? I've got it. I've got it. Will these cables reach? Sort of? No, you son of a bitch. Alright, alright, alright. Chill. 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 Blue. Blue voices. Blue voices. Okay, so we're going to trigger 3 of the T networks with Marbibles. Yeah, you know what? I need to look into getting a LADIC stepper. What we're going to do is turn the jitter all the way up. Turn the rate way down, right? We're going to keep it up for now so I can actually hear what's going on. But like 1, 2, 3 different triggers. And then honestly, could just take the master out. Instead of individual outs. Although, that doesn't give us stereo. No, let's just run 3 individual outs. I've got 3 mono mixer channels here. We can pan shit. We can, you know.
We can dissect things. Yes. Fascinating. Yeah.
It's going to be, you know, the classic middle and hard pan left and right situation here. So, like, boom, boom. Oh, hello. There you are. You don't need no delay on there, though. Or do we? Okay, wait. First of all, is this guy even playing? Oh, he is. It's just really, really, really slow. Okay, what's the second one doing then? Let's make that one the really high. Third one? There. Just makes a really interesting, like, noise source, almost. Microphone is being muted. Well, that was a lovely blob of sounds. And I hope you enjoyed that, because I did. That was a good time. Don't overlook the performance potential of having large quantities of filters in your system. So I see plenty of generative music where people are just like, here is my modular, let it play. And I think that there's so much performance potential in something like that. And this is what I will always strive to do, is actually perform on a modular, right? So, yeah. So come back for more, probably tomorrow. Because, I don't work tomorrow. So I might do an earlier stream. And I don't know yet. Because Martin Luther King Day. So, anyways, I've got a lot of work to do tomorrow too, but a lot is an operative word. Generally, that means, like, how distracted am I? And if the answer is not, then I can plow through it in a few hours, I'm sure. But I'm always distracted. So, I think large quantities of coffee in the morning, and I should be able to plow through it and then maybe do an early afternoon stream tomorrow. That'd be kind of cool. So, anyways, thanks for joining me. Spread the word. And hopefully I'll see you soon.